Today, we're talking about something that's affecting millions of us, often without us even realizing it: light pollution. You might think of light pollution as just an annoyance that makes it hard to see stars. But researchers are finding that it's impacting our health in ways that we're only beginning to understand. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Maria Azizian, a board certified general surgeon and IFM-certified functional medicine physician. So, what is light pollution? It's the glow from city lights, street lamps, billboards, and even the light from our homes that spills into the night. This glow has been growing rapidly, with North America's night skies getting about 10% brighter each year since 2011. In fact, researchers estimate that 80% of people in North America can't see the Milky Way from where they live. So, what are the health impacts of light pollution? Light pollution isn't just an issue for stargazers, it's now linked to several major health conditions. Studies are showing that people who live in areas with high levels of nighttime light pollution have an increased risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. For example, a recent study found that people in the brightest areas had a 31% higher risk of high blood pressure and 17% higher risk of cerebrovascular disease, which includes things like stroke. Why does light pollution affect us this way? But before we move on, if you are enjoying this video so far, please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more of my upcoming videos on medical topics that are important to you. So, why does light pollution affect us this way? It comes down to our circadian rhythm, our body's internal clock that runs on a 24-hour cycle of light and dark. This rhythm controls a lot: when we sleep, when we eat, and even when our cells divide. At night, darkness signals our body to release melatonin, often called the sleep hormone, which helps us rest, reduces inflammation, and even has cancer-fighting properties. But exposure to light at night interrupts this process. Let's talk about how we quantify light. Lux is a unit that measures the intensity of light that reaches a surface, essentially indicating how brightly lit a space is. It's part of the metric system, and it's defined as 1 lumen per square meter. Lux is often used to assess lighting levels in environments to ensure that they're appropriate for specific tasks or settings. Here are some examples for context: zero point 0.1 to 1 lux, moonlight on a clear night; 50 lux, a dimly lit room; 100 to 300 lux, typical living room or hallway lighting; 500 lux, standard office lighting for workspaces; 1,000 lux, overcast outdoor light or brightly lit indoor retail areas; 10,000 to 100,000, full daylight on a bright sunny day, though not directly in the sun. In sleep or health studies, lux levels are often discussed to understand how much light exposure might impact melatonin production or circadian rhythms, as even small amounts of light at night, such as 30 lux, can disrupt sleep and reduce melatonin levels. For example, a light as dim as what you'd get from a pedestrian street lamp, and that's actually 30 lux, can cut melatonin production in half. Low melatonin levels have been associated with increased risks for conditions such as breast cancer, as it allows cancer cells to be more active. Low melatonin can also impact hormone levels like estrogen, which is linked to breast cancer risk. Beyond cancer, light pollution is also tied to other diseases. A study out of Hong Kong showed 29% higher risk of death from coronary heart disease amongst people who were exposed to bright nighttime light. Another study found that people living in the most illuminated areas had a 28% higher risk of diabetes. The way this works is fascinating. Exposure to light at night is kind of like a jet lag-like effect on our body, messing with our blood sugar control by releasing insulin at the wrong time. So light at night also appears to affect our brain health. For example, a recent study found that nighttime light exposure has a stronger link to Alzheimer's even more so than alcohol misuse or obesity. Constant exposure to light at night can cause inflammation in the brain and make it harder for the brain to repair itself. Now that we know the risks, what can we do about it? Start by reducing light in your bedroom at night. Blackout curtains can help. But there are other simple changes. Avoid screens at least an hour before bed and keep lights as dim as possible if you need to get up at night. If you have outdoor lights, consider motion sensors instead of lights that stay on all night and aim them away from windows. Some researchers even recommend having no more than 1 lux of light in your bedroom while you sleep. That's as much as a single candle placed a meter away. So, light pollution might be this invisible health risk, but with small changes, we can protect ourselves and restore the darkness that our bodies need to thrive. So, remember, darkness is important for our sleep, our health, and for the stars. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.